Sugar Bear Lamale, what's happening, baby? 104.7 The Drop. This is Denver's Urban Alternative. We got another special comedian here, Lamale.
We sure do. We're so lucky.
We lucky. This is the homie. I'm going to call you the homie because I feel like I know you, man, watching you on social media. Shuler King is here. What up, bro?
What's going on, man? Happy to be here.
Thanks for coming to Denver, coming out here. You're going to make some people laugh this weekend. We'll talk about that.
Yes, all weekend, man, at the Denver Improv.
How was your flight, man?
My flight was better than my last flight. The flight coming here was better than my last flight.
Nice.
But crazy enough, like the first time I ever flew out here, that was rough. Like the plane on the way back home, the plane like dropped.
Nope.
You can't do it, huh?
Yeah.
The turbulence is, it's
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I cried. I did. Like I'm not even being like. I'm
no,
not
like for real.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this. I'm just put this out there. You know, flying from Denver, it was a lot of white people on the plane. Okay.
It is what it is. Yeah.
I'm flying back in. The plane dropped. It seemed like 100 feet that the plane just dropped and slammed down and stabled out. So I was listening to gangster music on my phone. Immediately switched to gospel, right? I'm listening to gospel I'm talking about old school, like Al Green gospel, all that. You know what I'm saying? Some of that old church, like from back where before they had cushions on the pews gospel. And then what made me mad was the lady next to me looked very unbothered. And she was doing a crossword puzzle. And I'm over here and I wanted to smack the book out of her hand and be like, you need to be praying with me.
Like, hold my hand.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with you? Why you so together?
Oh, my God.
She working for the devil.
That's all it is.
That's all that is.
Man, I'm glad you made it safe, man. It's good to see you. Now, you got an interesting story, Shuler. First of all, your videos are hilarious on Instagram. If you follow him, just search Shuler King. You'll be able to see. But your background, man, is just, we got to talk about the funeral home director.
Okay. I had a question about that, too.
Yeah.
Because I hate to ask this, but there's got to be, you have had to find some humor in what you did, man.
No, you don't have to find the humor. The humor is there. It's there. Trust me. You know what I mean? But it's not like, like from deceased people. Okay, all right, I'm going to just talk about it.
Come on now.
Like, yes, my family owns Williams Funeral Home in Sumter, South Carolina. 821 North Main Street.
There you go.
Sumter.
Plug.
Yeah, so, just in case anybody feeling a little lightheaded, stop on by.
Before or
just
after
pull
your
up,
flight.
pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Put them on the homies, on the dead homies.
We on it, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, my family's business been in business since 1945.
Wow.
Yeah, so So been there. So I grew up in the business. Both of my parents are licensed funeral directors and embalmers. My mother was a teacher as well. So, but she was licensed before she even met my father. And then, my father, when he became a licensed funeral director, he was the youngest person to hold that license in the state of South Carolina.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, my father was, he taught me everything. I know about the business and all of that. You know what I mean? That's real. And my grandfather was the one, like my great grandfather was the one that bought the land that the business sits on now.
Nice.
And my grandfather was the one who got it to where it was to be a thriving business. And he and my father did that shoulder to shoulder until 2007 when my grandfather passed and my father passed in 2022, so now I own my father's shares.
Wow, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah. You want to know something cool? So, like, when my granddaddy used to be sitting upstairs, the ambulance would drive by, and my grandfather would look, and he'd go, well, if everything go right, we should be getting a call.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. And you know what? Sometimes we get a call.
Get a call. There it is.
Yeah, man. So,
But can you talk about that, like how the intersection of like comedy and grief and like how comedy can be used to process that grief?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think, so there's 5 stages of grief. There's denial, anger, depression, bargaining, and acceptance. I think when you are in the acceptance phase, humor can help adjust with the acceptance. And the crazy thing about it is that there's no rhyme or rhythm when it comes to grief. There's no order. you can be, hit at any point in any time. You know what I mean? So yeah, especially with somebody close to you, like a mother or parent or something, it'd be 10 years later, and you could just be, go through a phase.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is kind of crazy.
That's wild.
But I'll be at the Denver Improv all weekend. Just want to slide that in there.
Let's throw that in
Yeah,
there.
talking about,
Let's
we talk
people
about that.
dying and stuff like. Look, ain't none of them gonna be at the show. We want all the people who haven't died yet. Y'all come to the show. I'll be telling jokes.
So Sugar Bear was talking about your Instagram,
Yeah.
and that's where I like he showed it to me, and I've been watching like all week. It's hilarious. Like, how did you come up with? Because a lot of comedians, you see them posting videos of their sets or like whatever.
Yeah.
But you're just like trolling people.
I used to post videos of my set too. Now I
I know.
do like stand up. I'm a stand up comic. You know what I mean? But it's like social media is like you got to figure it out. So sometimes you posting stuff for your set or you doing stand up, it doesn't help with the algorithm. So you
Right.
got to figure some other stuff out. So you know what I mean? And I kind of started with the roasting thing, and then I just kind of just kept going. You know what I mean? So I be trying to do whatever works, man. And then like pictures that, when you react to certain things, I found out that just me looking is like, it started going crazy.
Bro, that blank look is.
And I think it's because I got big eyes, man. Like, 'cause I got big eyes, and I get them from my mama, and I think it's just me looking, but I think I look like I'm thinking what you thinking. Which I usually am. I am.
Every time I look at it, man, it's just you looking there in your car, like look at this. I hear you. I can hear your voice. You see this?
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Like, this got to be the most ridiculous. Like, it's always people, like human beings in the social media era. Human beings have not ceased to amaze me, man.
I swear.
It's some wild stuff going on, man.
It's always something there. Okay, so let's have a little fun with you. Every time we have a comedian here, we do this thing called Top 5.
Okay.
Okay, and we know you're from the South.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are not from the South. I got
Carolina
some
to be
South
exact.
Carolina.
Yeah.
She just did a report about how P.D. Pablo's song "North Carolina" might be like a
the hip hop anthem.
like an anthem.
Okay.
North Carolina, take a shirt off, all of that.
It was in North Carolina.
Even when you play that song,
You're
it
like,
is-
but
It
I'm
was.
from
I mean,
South Carolina.
nah, he did one. He did another one that
He
was
did
like
another
for
one, yeah.
every state, but North Carolina, and shout out to North Carolina too, man, because I got a lot of love for them too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so with this top 5, I wanted to talk about Southern foods. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
There's some
okay.
soul food here. So if you had to pick your top 5, your top 5 Southern side dishes.
Oh man.
I know. Put them in order. Now, there's a whole bunch. Or you ain't got to be in order. Just your top 5. I know because it's a lot.
Southern side. I'm not gonna lie. The sweet potato pie count.
Man,
Yams.
is that a side dish?
Yes.
Yams,
That's a dessert, but I mean,
But you can eat it on the side.
is it because yams? You put that on the plate with the greens and the macaroni and
And
know
mix
what
it
I'm saying?
together?
Yeah, I mean it's so many. Oh my God!
I know.
I grew up off of. See, this is the thing about it. My grandfather actually had he grew up working the field.
ooh,
So he knew how to farm.
okay.
And he had small farms, so he would. I grew up eating homegrown, like out of the ground, squash, okra, peas. Corn, like real corn out of the ground is like sweet.
Yeah, it's not like this
Yeah,
stuff we
like
get.
and if you throw it in a pan with no grease, it actually makes its own
Wow.
like chicken, like real chicken makes its own gravy.
See, I'm
People
learning
didn't know
something
that.
today. Come on.
Yeah, like
Come
real,
on, Shuler.
real chicken. You just throw it in the pan, no grease, nothing. It actually makes its own gravy when you cook it. So I grew up off of all that stuff. So, I mean, like, you taking me back to the,
See that's what I wanted to do.
Catfish.
Your side dish though.
Side, I know. I mean,
So if
like,
he's
you
one,
got to really hook up some macaroni for me. And I, you're not supposed. That's like a expressway to diabetes, but.
It's fine.
a
But at the same-
fast breakfast.
Yeah, like it'll get you there. But macaroni gets you straight to, you know what I'm saying? But somebody said neck bones. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody said twerk. What twerk? We talking about food.
We talking about food.
Anyway,
Neck bones is a meal. Like
yeah, twerk. We not eating that.
you mentioned okra. Is that on the list?
Okra, yeah, okra would be on
Fried
my
okra
list.
or regular okra?
Either. I know some people like I just like it fried, but me, I grew up on
Regular old okra.
Slimy or fried.
I can't do it.
Slimy or fried. No, trust me, you.
If I had it from the ground, from the field,
slimy
baby.
okra helps out with a lot of stuff.
Oh. I heard
Especially-
this.
yeah,
I know what he's
yeah.
talking about.
What kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
especially for women. Women, it helps out with a lot
Talk
of
about it.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You'll
can't-
slide down the hallway.
Oh, I'm good.
You have to put down a wet flow sign.
Listen, he said what he said. He said
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
You know what I'm saying?
What else is on that list? You said cornbread?
Oh yeah, cornbread. Absolutely cornbread. Cornbread, absolutely.
Okay, Jiffy bread or Jiffy, you know, the
I
Jiffy.
don't know. I like that homemade from
I was
scratch.
gonna say, he's making
you know
it
what I'm
from
saying?
corn
Like,
and
you know,
farm.
if I just know, like, 'cause see, I've eaten a lot of repast food because I'm a film director.
Repast.
You know what I mean? And you know the food gonna be good when the ladies in the fellowship hall are cooking and they got that meat that overlaps over their elbow. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you something. If
that wiggle when you do this?
if that meat don't overlap over that elbow, that's that big mama meat right there.
really
I
true.
don't want nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? Like you all fit and in shape, cooking my food. Hell no, I don't want that.
It's true.
I want that meat to overlap. I want your elbow to disappear. If I can see your elbow,
No, we ain't
want
doing that. I don't
Yeah,
want your potato
that.
salad.
Nah, your potatoes are new. Oh yeah, and potato salad.
Potato salad.
Potato salad. Come on now.
Now, how do you like yours? Mustard, or do you eat it with relish?
Hold on, brother. What y'all
Yeah.
doing up here?
Some people put some people make it
us.
sweet.
No,
Some people
no.
make it sweet.
Yeah,
Potato salad sweet, or yellow mustard, or not. Some people
I
don't.
don't know. I mean, I've had different kinds, but I don't know how. I just do it how it's supposed to be done, and don't put no raisins in it.
What?
I'm not talking to you. Okay, you don't.
No,
do,
you were looking at me.
No,
No, I know. I'm not
no,
accusing
she don't do
you.
that. She
I'm
don't
not
do that.
accusing. I know you don't because you don't even. Are you Hispanic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say she ain't put no daggone raisins in there.
No.
Yeah, she not doing
Who
that. She
does that?
Hispanic.
Oh, I don't know. I know.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hold on, don't be over there. Don't be quiet over there, Snow. You know who put raisins in potato salad?
shout out Snow Cold in the room.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You want to act like you don't know. You over here quiet.
Look, they gonna show him over in the corner.
The both of them, they don't want to say nothing. We start talking about raisins and potato salad. You trying not to breathe hard.
Not me.
It's all right. We know, you know what I mean, everybody don't do it, but yeah, you don't do that. That's disrespectful.
It is.
Yeah, it's a waste of raisins and potato
I
salad.
swear.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
but
raisins
I mean,
are a waste of everything.
yeah, so I mean, I guess, okay, to do the top five, I would say macaroni, collard greens. I love
Gotta have
some
them.
good collard greens. And if you can do a good kale.
That's good for you too.
I've had some good turkey and kale. Oh my gosh.
Really?
Listen.
Sauteed like
I
cooked
don't
like
it
greens.
was cooked like greens, but it tasted better. I don't know who was cooking.
You just know you liked it.
When I tasted, I said, man, it got to be one of the disciples back there cooking that, because it was delicious. This
One of the originals.
Last supper delicious. Like this the last time we gonna eat. So we got to put our foot in this.
Oh, my
It was
God.
good. It was good. So, but I mean, on a regular, okay, yams, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, cornbread, and
You ain't
yeah,
mentioned
but the
no-
potato salad.
You ain't
bro.
mentioned no beans, nothing, no biscuits, no.
I mean, yeah, I'm a biscuit man, but you know, especially if they put that honey glaze on, it's a lot of good food.
It's hard to pick.
It's hard to just break it down to five.
That's true.
Because the sides really, that's what does it. You know,
We
what
gotta
I'm
let
saying?
our friends know that it's the size, all about the size for
The sides. I mean, the main. This is the main because you know we got a few mains. It's turkey, chicken, you know, steak, oxtails,
Fish, chops.
Oh, the fried catfish with the hot sauce. You know what I'm saying?
You know about that?
A little bit.
Fried catfish, yeah. See, you're not really eating soul food unless you got to pull the bones out your mouth.
I don't know if you know about that.
See, I
didn't know
grew up. You had to eat the fish. You got to pull the bones. Like you got to pull like. You got to. If you ain't almost died, you ain't eating no good fish.
Or did this a couple times.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Hold on,
Yeah.
mama.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, man.
Molly,
It's crazy. So, okay, so that's your top five.
we kind of got a top five. Yeah, I mean, all of them good. So we can make them all top 10 even. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's all just bread. That's all I want. It's just
Bread.
bread.
Okay.
Just bread?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Cornbread, biscuits. That's it.
Anything that's yeah.
Bread.
Okay.
And
You
money.
got yeast in it.
Money.
And money.
Yeah.
He said yeast. He said yeast. All right, cool. Got you. We ain't going there.
Sure, you see that's your
My bad.
See,
I thought you was saying
no,
that.
no.
Man. You know
See,
what?
that's the kind of comedy they can expect from you.
No, my
Right?
bad.
This is what's
no,
going-
it's not dirty. He said yeast. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You
Just,
said okra already, so we already in.
Well, we already
you
slipping
already
and
jumped in the
sliding up
pool.
and
You
down
gotta
the
start
hall,
swimming
so-
now.
Well, I was trying to give y'all a life tip.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That okra, you know what I'm saying? Because if, man acting funny, you can't keep him at the house, eat your
Okra.
pot
Listen.
of okra. And he'll be like, you know what? I ain't going out tonight.
What'd you say?
We need to know these things. That's important.
I hope everybody listening out
important.
there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Eat you some okra. Especially if you getting ready to have a baby.
Okay, Shuler King.
No, I'm saying like
That's
if you're pregnant and the delivery date's coming up, it's like, you know what?
need help.
I need Junior to slide on out of here. I don't really want to feel the least amount of pain as possible.
Oh my God.
Get him on out of here.
Hi,
You know
Big
what I mean?
Bird. What's up, Big Bird?
He'll just whip like whip
Not that sound.
that
either.
sound. Whip push.
You don't need to.
Whip. All
Mess
right.
around and sneeze.
Shuler King is in town this weekend, man. Tell us about your shows, man. What can they expect other than all this stuff about eat okra and
Oh
slide
man,
babies?
I'm gonna be talking about everything, man. I'm gonna talk about Diddy. I'm talking about Shannon Sharp. We talk about politics. I mean, I may mess with the crowd a little bit. Like it ain't too much on stage I can't do.
Yeah.
You know,
Stephen A. Smith?
We might have to talk about Stephen
Yeah,
A.
talk
Smith.
about Stephen.
That was recent. Stephen was a man about it, what he's saying. A lot of people misunderstood what Stephen A. Smith was trying to say. Stephen A. Smith said, I would have got beat up because I would have had to swing back on LeBron if he'd have hit me. My only disagreement is if LeBron hit you full on, like if he hit you with everything he got and he connect, you're going to have to hit him the next time you see him. Because you going to be out of there.
That's up.
I promise. LeBron James has been in shape for 40 straight years.
Straight up.
This man has had all his life, he's been in shape. Have you ever fought somebody who was in good shape?
No.
And I already told you I ran out of wind running to the gate at the airport.
So 40
Like I
years.
just gear up,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like that's why in my life with the shape I'm in, I'm not in bad shape, but I would only fight somebody that's in regular shape like me. I'm not fighting nobody with like visible muscles. No.
No, we're not doing that.
And
I
who
got
spends
parent
so
muscles.
much money on training.
Yeah, he
Oh,
spent like $1
no.
million a year staying in shape.
Yeah.
Once I heard that, I was like, me and LeBron James same age. Once I realized the kind of money he spent staying in shape, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get fat.
I can't do what he doing.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. All right, thanks. I'm glad you just saved me some money because I'm gonna stop trying. Let me go ahead on and embrace my middle
Go to
age.
Planet Fitness and do
Yeah,
my
you
little
know what I'm saying?
walking.
Let me go on and embrace my man fupa.
Not the man pooper.
You know what I'm saying?
How many shows you got in town this weekend, bro?
We got 4 this weekend.
Okay, so
Yeah.
people can come out, get your tickets. Denver Improv.
Yeah.
We gave some tickets away too, which is dope.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all giving away my money. It's cool.
We want people to support. you know?
That's cool. Yeah, that ain't support, but
That is support.
You know it ain't.
We've been talking about the show. We've
That's
been
showing
saying
up. No,
the
I'm just messing with you, but I have fun every time I come here, man. Every
Yeah.
time I come, like Denver shows love, man. Like the first time I came here wasn't even for a show. I didn't know that that grass was legal out here. I had no idea. I went to a whole dispensary, factory, and everything.
No, it's here.
I did not know people have jobs. They 9 to 5 is rolling up marijuana cigarettes,
Bro.
whole day. That's all they do.
420 is a culture out here.
It
It
is,
is for
man.
real, for real. And the actual date is
It's crazy.
It's coming up, man.
Yeah.
It's like a national. It's a holiday.
It is.
Yeah,
sort of.
I don't even smoke weed. I
Okay.
don't. I know, and I know y'all look at me weird.
No,
I
you'd
don't.
probably be extra funny if you did that.
Nah, man. Like I elected not to. Once I realized in a young age that I have big eyes. It's certain stuff you just don't need to do. Just gotta leave that alone.
See,
Like,
it's
you
not
gotta
why
leave
you
drugs
laughing.
alone. When you have prominent eyes,
Prominent is a good word.
Prominent eyes.
Prominent eyes. Some people got prominent lips.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you imagine if people do powder and then make your eyes pop out, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
That word
No,
there.
not
That's
We
just-
already here. Like, why are we doing this?
See,
You know what
this
I'm
is
saying?
real anti-drug.
No, for real.
Never be able to lie to the police. They be like, man, just get out the car.
Just go.
Like, what I do? Yeah, we know you high. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, I don't drink either, man. I quit drinking about almost going on 2 years.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's beautiful.
Yeah. I may have a little bit of wine or something, but
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah. But I stopped because my wife, she was pregnant. She couldn't drink, so I was like, man, I don't want to be the butthole and drink while she can't drink. So
Yeah.
and now we have kids, and I want to drink.
Yeah, it drives you to it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never, like my children, I have small children, but they're actors. I tell everybody they're actors because right now they like 3 and 1, and they act like they can't hit me. So
Well, that's going to be the rest of
They
your
put
life.
that on. That's
two
so
girls, bro.
Oh, Mom, I'm
Beautiful.
so sorry.
That's
It
awesome.
is beautiful, man. Beautiful being disrespected in my house, like the passive aggressive energy, mood swings. It's just a house full of emotions.
All the time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then, like when you have one child, that's your first one, every time they cry, it's like, okay, what's wrong with the baby? What's the matter? And then you start getting used to them, and now they get older, and they cry for everything. And you like, what? What's the matter? What? What's wrong with you?
And
What
that
you
ain't, you
crying
can't
for
be that
now?
way. You can't be that way.
Yeah, I'm like, what you crying for now? You got to toughen up. You know what I mean? You're 3. You got to do better than this.
You're 3. Grow up.
Go lay down.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Need to be at work.
Shuler King, ladies and gentlemen, Denver Improv this weekend, man. Thanks for coming by, man. You can come by anytime you're in town. Make sure you stop by Sugar Bear and La Molly. The Molly, by
Y'all
the way.
just say that or y'all mean that?
No, we mean it.
we mean
Yes,
it.
you come
Okay,
by.
all right, cool. Y'all be having food up here?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
listen,
well,
we
I'll
eat a
stop
lot.
by
Oh,
if
my
y'all have
God.
food.
We ain't gonna have no catfish or nothing like that, but
I know.
what
I don't even want. I know better than to not eat anything that used to live in the water out here.
No, there might be some kale, though.
No, I don't. Well, maybe some kale, but like
kale.
I ordered some calamari here one time.
Oh, no.
Worst thing I ever could.
No,
get.
it's not. Yeah, we not.
Worst
Yeah,
thing I
we
ever could
inland,
do.
so it ain't no. You ain't
Yeah.
by the bay.
That
or
was
nothing
the
like that.
crayfish
Bruh.
from Confluence that you got.
Bruh, I chewed
No,
on that
no.
for about 6 months.
Yeah.
Jeff. The whole time.
So yeah, nah, I ain't doing that no more.
No
But,
more.
Y'all steaks here. Y'all
Real
good
good at
steaks.
steaks.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good steaks here. Shout out Shuler King, man. Denver Improv. Thanks for coming by 104.7 to drop Sugar Bear La Molly. We appreciate you, man.
No,
Anytime.
absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro. I
It's nothing but
appreciate y'all
love.
for
Thank
having
you.
me, man. Thank you.
104.7 to drop.